Construction of additional sidewalks at the intersection of Main Street and Town Center Boulevard by South Point 2 Property Owners Association Incorporated, with the condition that the cost of installation and future maintenance will be borne by the association, which they have already agreed to in writing.
May I add to this one that this motion be subject to an agreement acceptable to the township solicitor? I've already worked with the SPO's attorney. We do have a very short agreement that we both are okay with.
This is a little gap in the sidewalk. If you look at your screen that they're proposing to install, this is the roundabout at the intersection of Town Center, Main Street and Town Center Way, and this is Town Center Boulevard right here. This is the roundabout. There's just a little section of sidewalk that they need to complete within here to get over to another piece of sidewalk along this side of the road. They put forth this proposal. We reviewed it in the field. Mike Haberman, our traffic guy, looked at this with them, had to make some changes. This is the final layout, which is a crosswalk here with handicap ramp, piece of sidewalk that works up and around, and then there will be another ADA ramp with a crossing here with the stair steps and onto another ramp. So it's a simple piece of sidewalk that it sort of completes everything down there. Why this piece wasn't put in at the time when they developed it, I'm not sure, but they are taking the initiative to put it in. And they will maintain it, they will pay for it, and they will maintain it. That being the Property Owners Association. Yeah, they'll do everything.
Yeah, is that property on the right, is that the 1400 Main Street apartments?
Correct. As you're going up in this direction, Eric, up in this direction on the right on Main Street.
Oh, I was thinking it was over here to the right on the page.
This is South Point Boulevard, way down on this side right here.
Right, but where's that crosswalk go to, sir?
That just goes to another sidewalk. I think I have I thought I had an aerial shot of that. I could call it up for you. But this goes down to South Point Boulevard right here, Eric.
Okay.
Motion?
I make a motion to approve it.
Second.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Passes 5-0. Consider the 10th release of financial security posted for the installation of public and private improvements for the McConnell Trails Phase 1 from $1,120,129.45 to $603,239.45, a total reduction of $516,890 as recommended by the township engineer.
Yeah, this is for a release that has been requested by the developer. They've done a substantial amount of paving up there. That's why it's such a big estimate at this time. We reviewed that work and we recommend the release of the funds.
Dan, I have a question on it.
Sure.
When I was taken to that site probably a year and a half ago by Mike Haberman, he told me coming down the Cornwall Road when you get Muse Bishop Road to the left, those embankments would be sloped there, looking towards the Muse, so there'd be better site visibility. I didn't see any of that done.
You mean on the offsite improvement, Frank?
No, coming down at the stop sign of the Cornwall Muse Bishop, looking to the left, those embankments on Muse Bishop Road were supposed to be sloped back so you have better site visibility, because that's a problem intersection.
Yeah,
you're talking about offsite.
I know that it's widened out right after the house there.
I'll check into it, Frank. I don't have a plan here with me tonight, but I'll look it up and give you an answer before tonight.
Thank you.
Another thing, Dan, I talked to Bill. Their entrance, I think it needs to be made wider because they're running 4 foot up off the road. All those trucks in there. When they're turning out on McConnell, they're way up off the asphalt.
Okay.
Because the road's not wide.
Did you see it, Bill?
Yeah, it's, the radius going.
The radius needs to be widened.
Needs to be wide at the intersection with McConnell Road there, Dan.
Yeah, well, Grant Shire and the engineer.
Yeah, the radius is a little tight, it needs to be widened, you know.
I'll make a call to the developer.
And with regard to what Frank just mentioned, there's still an over vertical condition on the looking left embankment right there that can be taken down. It was understood that they would get that to about a 2-to-1 slope, and I think there's still an over vertical condition right there. There's a sight distance a bit, so you could look into that.
That's where the tree came down.
Yes.
correct? Okay.
Yeah.
We can look into that.
Thank you.
Do I have a motion?
But did I not hear Dan say he was gonna get back to Frank that answer? Give you a little bit of time?
No, I mean, so they're two separate issues. We're still holding enough money. This is a question on the offsite. This is this for a payment tonight. There's still substantial funds there that we're holding on the developer. I would recommend proceeding with this, and then we'll look into the question of the supervisor, and if there's something more that needs to be done, we'll take care of it.
Yeah,
I'll
we're
make a
still
motion.
holding over $603,000. So even if we release this 516, there's still enough money if that's not addressed, if you're not comfortable with it, so.
I mean, there's enough money there, but it's a problem area, it needs to be addressed, so we're not gonna overlook it.
Agreed. Okay, do I have a motion?
I make a motion to approve it.
I agree with Frank. I mean, sometimes when you build stuff in the field, the final piece needs adjusting, and their changes are a part of what we do. So we'll work with the developer. This developer's been reasonable to deal with, and if we need to make some changes or do some more work, we'll get it done.
Second. I have a second.
Second.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
Passes 4-1. 128-2019, consider application 2019-12 for the Katsevich property, Cecil Elementary Apartments, Phase 2. Applicant Ben and Erna Katsevich, location in Cecil Elementary Drive, C3 Village Commercial Zoning District. The plan received Planning Commission approval on June 27, 2019.
The developer's engineers here can give you a quick rundown on the project.
Hi, thanks for the opportunity to be here again. Last time we talked, there were some issues with the fire department, fire codes. We've since worked through that with the township engineer and your fire code official, Jason Brown. We received a letter that that was all okay by this point. So the development, the current building is here, phase 1 of the, and we're talking about phase 2, which is going to be down in the bottom corner here. We're proposing 16 one-bedroom apartments and a 2-story apartment building here. Stormwater, everything is been reviewed by the township engineer, parking, landscaping, all that, and fire code has been all reviewed and approved. Happy to answer any questions you have.
Apartments open to anyone or assisted type living type apartments?
To anyone.
Okay. And you said there's 16 one-bedroom apartments?
That's right.
How many are in the existing building?
22.
So a total of 38.
Yes.
And Dan, you're comfortable there's enough parking and?
Yeah, the parking meets requirements of the ordinance, and the big issue was just making sure that the fire hydrants were in the right location and that the proper radiuses were on the driveways to make sure that the firefighting apparatus could get into the development. From a zoning perspective, it meets all the requirements and is ready for your consideration.
So is the school being made into apartments also?
Yeah, 22 in the school and 16 new ones in a new building on.
Right.
More out of curiosity than anything, there were some significant structural and issues with the school. Are those needing to be addressed before the apartments go in, or?
There was absolutely no structural issues at all. There was a structural study done and the school was extremely solid.
Oh, great. And I know there was asbestos in it, that's
It
been,
was all taken care of.
great. Thank you. Any other questions? Do I have a motion? Second?
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Ms. 5-0. 129-2019, consider application 2019-014 for the Geary Consolidation Plan, applicant Eric Geary, location Charles Street, R2 medium density residential zoning district. The plan received planning commission approval on June 27, 2019.
And this is a minor subdivision. This is a minor subdivision which is located off of Charles Street in the R2 medium zoning district. It proposes a consolidation of 2 lots of 1 acre, in the second lot, lot 4 of 1 acre into 1 lot. They're calling it lot 3R. So that'd be this piece right here. They're taking and eliminating this line and creating 1 lot to call it lot 3R. They've addressed all of our technical issues, and one of the issues was we just wanted to make sure that the sewage does not yet extend to this property. The sewage line ends down around here, so there is a note on the plan to address. I worked with the municipal authority on this to make sure that there's a proper note on here that identifies that public service is currently not provided for the property, and approved planning module for sewage facilities and extension to the public sewer must be constructed at the property owner's expense for the issuance of the building permit. And typically, the planning module comes before you get to this point in the subdivision. The fact is, it's already 2 lots. So if the 2 lots being made 1 lot, we just wanted to make sure people have notification that there is no sewage there. They could develop it as a lot right now, but they don't need anything, but we just wanted to make sure that there was no question if people came in or somebody else bought this, that it was covered. Otherwise, it's simple.
How far are you going to extend that line?
I think it's about 120 feet or so long to get past this lot up here, get up to this.
We just have to get to the corner of it, right?
Yeah, there's a sewer right down here, I believe, at the corner.
Are there any other questions? Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second? Do I have a second? I'll second it. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes,